Like we always do, we'll start by washing our hands, because cleanliness is key. You can see how many soaps I have on my sink. I take cleanliness very seriously. The finest ingredients for these chocolate chip cookies. The first thing we're gonna do is melt some butter. Melted butter is going to make mixing our cookie dough much easier. Just place in the microwave and you'll get it nice and soft. Just like that. Perfect firmness of the butter. We'll also preheat our oven to 355 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're ready to begin. We have lots of ingredients to add and mix together. This will be a marathon. I'm going to place 1 stick of our half melted butter into the clear bowl. I'm gonna save the other half stick of butter for the end. Then 2 eggs. I am a master egg cracker, so this will be easy. Now it's time for my precision to shine. I'm gonna have to add some exact measurements of flour, sugar, and other ingredients, or these chocolate chip cookies will be bad. My first measurement is 2 1/4 cup flour. Next up is sugar. I usually don't consume a lot of sugar, but for this recipe, we're gonna pretend it's not that bad for you. I'm gonna have to pull an audible on this one. The recipe calls for granulated sugar and brown sugar. However, I only have this brown sugar, so I'm gonna double it up. The recipe calls for 3/4 cup apiece of both sugars. I'm making this a math project to get my measuring cups to equal that amount. Now some baking soda. This baking soda has been sitting in my fridge since I moved into my house in 2022. My mom put it in my fridge. Now I will take out 1 teaspoon of it to go in these chocolate chip cookies. For some fancy flavoring, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This will bring the cookies up to a 10. A couple cranks of salt. And finally, the second stick of half melted butter. I now just realized I don't have chocolate chips. You would think in a recipe called chocolate chip cookies, I would be smart enough to have chocolate chips. But that goes to show even an experienced cook and one as good as me can make mistakes. I'll have to pivot. In my fridge, I have these dark chocolate cubes that I've been snacking on. I'll just have to cut those up and add them to our chocolate chip cookies. Ready to mix. I'm going to be using this whisk to blend all of our ingredients together. This whisk kind of sucks. I mean, it's just awful. All it does is get all the cookie dough stuck inside of it. It looks like a giant turkey leg, and no progress is being made. I need to do all I can to get all of the cookie dough out of the whisk. It's not mixing together. Very frustrating. This is really not going well at all. But that's just the trial and tribulations of being a cook. I'm gonna power through, and I know I will make this work. There is no other option. I'm gonna have to use my hands. If I want this cookie dough to be mixed together properly, my hands are gonna have to do the job. My hands are actually doing a great job. The soft touch of my fingertips is mixing all of the cookie dough together well. Look at that. It's perfect. Now that our cookie dough is all mixed up, we can get little balls of our cookie dough and place into a pan. Then head to the oven. Just like that, nice little palm-sized cookie dough balls. Let's see how we're looking. Oh yeah, looking good. Now we can head over to the oven. We're going to leave these in the oven for 12 minutes. Checking in on them at the 6-minute mark. They are smelling great, and they're cooking just as well. I just didn't anticipate them all cooking into each other. I'll have to deal with this when we take them out. What makes me so great and why you watch is how malleable I am in the kitchen. No matter what comes at me, I find a way to adjust and adapt. That is no different than for this cookie bake. Although they all baked into each other, I am going to use this knife to cut around the edges of where each cookie is. Then I'm going to sacrifice the first cookie and tear it up a little bit to save the rest. Call it a cookie sacrifice. These cookies look so good. I don't think they could have baked any better. And my plan to cut them is working perfectly. Just another success by me. I'll cut and to decide to cool. And I learned from my mistake. My next batch, I rolled golf ball size. Hopefully, they will bake a little smaller than the first batch. I'm ready to taste these cookies. Although this cook had struggles, hardships, adversity, setbacks, a test of my endurance, and obstacles along the way, I would call this a success. Not gonna lie, the cooked almonds from the dark chocolate are kind of gross. Bit bitter when they hit my tongue. The rest of it's alright and pretty good. I guess they're not that bad. Could be worse. Well, thank you for joining me as we made these chocolate chip cookies. I hope to see you again for another cook. Please like and subscribe to my channel. God bless.